Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, the podcast where I ask the question, whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? I'm your host, Brian Thompson. This past weekend, I was the victim of a series of rude attacks from members of an online community devoted to something known as retro video gaming. To avoid any further conflict, I will not reveal the names of those involved. But I was made aware of a tweet published by a prominent retro video gamer in which he included a photograph of a vintage McDonald's pizza print advertisement and asked his followers if he was the only one who remembered McPizza. I pride myself on my emotional control, but I am only a human being. I admit that this tweet raised my proverbial dander. For one thing, this advertisement clearly indicated that the product in question was not called McPizza, but was in fact called McDonald's Pizza. Further, it would become quite clear to anyone who undertook the bare minimum of research that this retro video gamer was indeed not the only one who remembers McDonald's Pizza. The list of those who remember it is not as long as it should be, but it is still quite long, and it includes me and some others. So I responded to this tweet with a tweet of my own, raising these valid points. And that is when all heck broke loose. For the next several hours, I was inundated with a barrage of rudeness from this retro video gamer's followers. Many implied that I was a killjoy, a wet blanket, a stick in the mud, a party pooper, or, worst of all, a Grinch. They saw the original tweet as an innocent example of a genre of online post I have learned is called nostalgia bait. In these posts, people will ask if others remember something. If people do remember this thing, they respond, or like, or otherwise interact with the bait, thus driving engagement. Admittedly, this does sound like an incredibly pleasurable pastime. But, as I explained to my gamer bullies, I simply do not have the luxury of indulging in such recreational activities when, as a journalist, I am tasked with defending and promoting the truth above all else. In the midst of this fracas, I attempted to build a metaphorical bridge by explaining that I, too, am somewhat of a retro video gamer, and that I have played and very much enjoyed a video game called Super Mario Bros. When I asked these gamers if they have played this game, I was met with a fresh barrage of condescension. And when I expressed my surprise that Super Mario Bros. Was well known outside of its native Italy, home of pizza, the vitriol reached a fever pitch. Thankfully, the heightened emotions over this matter seem to have calmed. The original offending post has been deleted, and some rude memes created at my expense were also taken down after only a single threat to report the perpetrator to Interpol. But in the days since, I have followed the example of my Lord and Savior Jesus Ben David and attempted to understand these newfound enemies of mine, rather than dwell in resentment. Perhaps we share more commonalities than uncommonalities. And in my research, I have uncovered some interesting facts, the most intriguing of which involves the gaming community's bathroom habits. If one has no need or desire to do anything more worthwhile, it is quite possible to game for prolonged sessions. During these sessions, the gamer's body continues to metabolize food and drink, thus filling with waste. One of the more pressing forms of this waste is the liquid known as urine, which will eventually fill the gamer's bladder to an uncomfortable degree. The problem is that video game technology is not particularly suited to use in the bathroom. Some portable video gaming devices, such as the Neo Geo Pocket, the WonderSwan Color, and the N-Gage, may be used while expelling waste, but the sudden thumb movement resulting from an attempt to dodge a flying Goomba could very likely send one of these expensive consoles into the toilet bowl, aka the devil's bathtub. But ingenious gamers have come up with a solution to this problem: the Urine Jug. Rather than taking their video game consoles to the bathroom, they bring the bathroom to themselves by expelling their liquid waste into a plastic receptacle from the comfort of their gaming chairs. I was particularly intrigued by this revelation, because I may have some use for it in my own life. I do not video game so much that I am unable to walk to the bathroom, but I do rent an office space for Pizza Please Studios that is not equipped with its own private lavatory. Instead, my floor of the library tower, sometimes called the U.S. Bank Tower, has a public bathroom available to all my office mates. No offense to them, but I find this situation to be rather disgusting. Perhaps I have become too hygienically spoiled by a year of self-imposed quarantine, but I have somewhat lost the taste for standing in a puddle of a stranger's drippings when going about my natural business. Perhaps I could take a lesson from my bullies the gamers and devise another method of waste management. For more information, I went right to the source.
Thank you for calling GameStop. Breaking us, you can get an extra 10% to your trade-in. How can I help you?
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson, and forgive me if this sounds like an unusual question, but I was reading online that many video game players often, instead of going to the bathroom and interrupting their game, will urinate in bottles or jugs. Is this true?
I guess there's some hardcore gamers that are lazy and don't want to get up and go to the bathroom.
Okay. Well, do you know if any particular brand of jug or bottle is used?
Honestly, no. I think it's just the meme of everything. It's always been Mountain Dew. So you can go with that.
What do you mean the meme of? The meme of Mountain Dew?
Yeah, the meme. Yeah, the meme. Mountain Dew has always been a meme to video games and stuff. How whenever you're gonna be gaming, you're always gonna have a 2-liter of Mountain Dew next to you. Mountain Dew and Doritos have always been associated with gaming for a long time.
Okay, a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, if you want to just go with what people usually go for, just go with Mountain Dew.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for your help. Oh, do you carry Mountain Dew, by the way?
No, we don't. We don't carry any sort of beverages in store or anything like that. Just if for whatever reason we have kids in here and they start spilling stuff around, get sticky.
I understand.
It would be like Ralph's or something like that if you want to go for that route.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much.
No problem. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling Pepsi. How can I help you?
Hello. This is the Pepsi Cola company, but you also produce Mountain Dew. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, my name is Brian Thompson, and I'm calling with perhaps an unusual question, but I just spoke with an employee of the GameStop Corporation. Are you familiar with GameStop stores, video game stores? Okay,
Yep.
Well, he told me that Mountain Dew 2-liter bottles are good for holding human urine for people who are too lazy or too busy to go to the bathroom. Is this something that you've ever heard of before or something that you recommend for the product?
Well, I can assume you can use any bottle for that, but I don't think Mountain Dew is especially used for that, no.
Oh, okay. Well, very interesting.
Okay.
But are they watertight when you twist the cap all the way, or once the seal is broken? Does that make it?
Yeah, once the seal's broken, then it is compromised. It could leak.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. It makes sense. But thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for calling the Container Stores. How may I help you today?
Hello, my name is Brian Thompson, and I'm looking for a particular storage solution. I was hoping maybe you could help me with it.
Sure. Do you have the item number for it?
Well, no, I don't have an item number. I'm actually looking for some advice on which item to buy. What I'm hoping to store is human urine, for just a day or so. So a container that would hold as much as an average person produces in a day that can be washed out at the end of the day and used again the next day.
That will be our travel section. We have little tubes for anything, and you can wash it out at the end of the day. But we do have some stuff in travel.
Travel, what do you mean by little tubes? I was thinking this would be something.
Travel containers.
Okay, and
let me give you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit confused by your description of it as a little tube. I believe I'm looking for something that would be more substantial than a little tube.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see what the names are, and then you could see. Are you on the computer?
I am not. I'm on the telephone.
Okay. No, I understand, but if you were, because some customers do have their screen up when they're talking to me on the phone, so I wanted to see if you were actually by a computer or on the computer. So
okay. I understand.
Okay, I have they're called Nalgene, wide mouth leak, Nalgene, leak-proof travel bottles. So right now I do have some that are 32 ounces and 8 ounces. Everything else that I have here are really small.
I see.
But those are the only two sizes that I have that would help you with your supply, what you need.
Okay, so you said these are leak-proof. So that is good. That is definitely good because that would be a major disaster if they leaked. Are they also opaque in any way? What I would like to avoid is someone coming. I'm going to be using them in an office environment. So as you can imagine, it's a fairly professional environment. And I don't want anyone coming into the office and being able to tell instantly.
They're translucent.
They are translucent. Okay.
Yes.
What about the smell situation? Would they contain any sort of an odor?
No, not that I'm aware of. If you're looking for something with something else, you might need to go to somewhere where they carry supply for that stuff. Probably like a CVS or probably like a medical store.
Oh, I'm perfectly healthy. Why do you say a medical store?
Oh, for this, because you need them for an office, right?
Correct. I am in an office environment. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So like a medical store where they sell supplies. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that I suppose makes sense. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Oh, by the way, how much are these travel bottles?
The 8 ounce is $2.99 and the 32 ounce is $4.99.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's definitely the right price. I suppose I can just put them somewhere where someone wouldn't be able to see them, perhaps in the filing cabinet. Are they small enough to fit in a filing cabinet?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I will stop by later. Thank you very much. And now, a word from our sponsor. Are you tired of lying on your mattress and experiencing the discomfort of corn nuts and Mountain Dew cans pressing into your spine and kidneys? Casper mattresses are so soft it does not matter what trash is covering them. Lie back on a Casper mattress and the filth underneath you will sink right into the pillowy layers of patented space-age foam. Casper mattresses. Just because you are dirty does not mean you have to be uncomfortable. Thank you for consuming Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's. For more information, please visit our attractive website at pizzaatmcdonalds.com. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. For exclusive rewards, join our Patreon at patreon.com/pizzaatmcd's. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @pizzaatmcd's. Browse our priceless merchandise at TeePublic. And purchase my best-selling book, How to Be an Investigative Journalist, at howtobeaninvestigativejournalist.com or wherever books are sold. Do you know what happened to pizza at McDonald's? Do you remember it? Please send all correspondence to pizzaatmcdonalds@gmail.com. Thank you to my invaluable Patreon producers. Until next time, I'm Brian Thompson, Investigative Journalist.